Marriage has many challenges. We all know that. However, there are some challenges that are universal in every relationship. Most couples go through these challenges and question, are we the only ones dealing with this?
The answer is no.
Statistics show that married couples have the same challenges that every relationship goes through at some point or another. Let's take a look at one of the most common challenges a married couple find: sharing home chores responsibilities. It's not uncommon for one spouse to feel like they're carrying the bulk of the household responsibilities, while the other seems to be getting a free pass. This can lead to feelings of resentment and frustration, and if left unchecked, can seriously damage a marriage. The most common reason for this type of situation between couples is that couples often fall into traditional gender roles, with the woman handling most of the household tasks and childcare while the man focuses on his job, which in most cases, is outside of the house. Some other times is simply that one spouse is more dedicated than the other for household tasks, so they end up taking on more responsibilities by default. No matter what the reason may be, it's important to address any feelings of inequality early on. The longer you let them fester, the harder they'll be to resolve. Here are a few tips for addressing this challenge. Number 1. Communicate openly and honestly. Don't assume that your spouse knows how you feel. Have a conversation about how the division of labor is making you feel. Number 2. Be specific about what tasks you're struggling with and what you'd like to see change. Women, here is a fact. Men are not mind readers and they do not get subtle hints. We must communicate openly and honestly. Number 3. Be willing to compromise. It's unlikely that your spouse will be able to take on all the tasks you're struggling with overnight. Instead, try to find a fair share of responsibility. Maybe you can split certain tasks evenly, or trade off responsibilities on a weekly basis. Number 4. Focus on strengths. Rather than trying to split tasks exactly 50-50, try to focus on each partner's strengths. Maybe one of you is great at cooking, while the other is better at cleaning. Play to your strengths and divide tasks accordingly. Number 5. Reassess regularly. Life is always changing, and so are our schedules and responsibilities. Check in regularly to make sure that the division of labor is still working for both of you. If something isn't working, don't be afraid to make changes. And last but not least, remember, marriage is a partnership. It's important to work together to create a division of labor that feels fair and equitable to both partners. By communicating openly, being willing to compromise, and focusing on each other's strengths, you can create a system that works for your unique relationship. If your marriage is in turmoil and you are willing to save your marriage from divorce, click the link in the description for more information.